Hi, my name is Joe Gervais, and I'm running for a seat on the Arlington Select Board. My wife Susan and I moved back to Arlington in 2013 so we could care for her mom, Gladys Pike. We live in Susan's childhood home in East Arlington. The fourth generation of our extended family currently attends Arlington schools. Susan and I have 4 sons, 3 grandchildren, and surprisingly 3 great-grandchildren. Yeah, you really can be great-grandparents in your late 50s. I grew up in southern New England, graduating from a small regional high school covering 3 towns, much like Arlington Memorial serves Arlington, Sandgate, and Sunderland. I joined the Army Reserves directly from high school, simultaneously serving in the reserves and attending college. I was commissioned while attending college and served 10 years in the Army Reserves and the Army National Guard. My stepson is currently attending the Army Signal Officer Basic Course at Fort Gordon, Georgia, 39 years after I attended the very same course, though I do suspect military communications technology has evolved just a little bit in the past 4 decades. My undergraduate degree is in computer science, and I earned a Master's of Business Administration. My primary career spanned 30 years in information technology, sales, and marketing. In the portion focused on product management, I listened to customers to understand their needs, and then worked with my engineering team to develop cost-effective solutions for their needs. As a select board member, there's many parallels in also listening to constituents and meeting the town's needs in a cost-effective manner. Since COVID, I've run a small sawmill in town, turning what otherwise would be waste from my brother-in-law Ed Pike's tree service into lumber for townspeople. My sawdust is providing growing medium for an Arlington mushroom farmer and bedding for livestock for several farmers in town. I'm proud to be a part of this Arlington community and to contribute where I can to provide local options. I'm seeing some challenges with the current select board that were most visible with the significant increase in our current property taxes. While the select board doesn't do the initial rate calculation, they approve and are ultimately responsible for the tax rate. I have previously served on the board of a nonprofit with a multi-million-dollar annual budget. I served in a unique role of staff member with global visibility as to what was going on the ground level, while also providing board level oversight. This is the visibility Keith Squires previously had when he served with the Arlington Select Board. Not all select board members have that same flexibility. Many of our current board members work full-time, and some have young families, factors that limit the ability to pop into town hall during the week and chat with other elected officials and town staff. Being semi-retired, I have flexibility to spend some time at town hall to listen carefully to our elected officials and staff. For 5 years prior to COVID, I served as a missionary to people around the world, serving in dozens of countries. It was critical to listen with a servant's heart, to understand the needs of the people I was serving, and equip them for the task at hand in a culturally appropriate manner. I'm excited about the current Arlington Food Shelf project. Here I see a wide spectrum of townspeople rolling up their sleeves and contributing to renovating the facility that the food shelf needs to serve the people of Arlington and surrounding communities. It's encouraging to see townspeople working together to make Arlington the community we all love. In recent years, we've seen Arlington move from townspeople doing our audits to hiring a professional firm and also adding a full-time town manager. This year, we have a ballot measure to consider a hired town treasurer and a hired appraiser to replace the elected treasurer and elected listers. We lose something as a town when we expect employees to have the same heart for Arlington as public servants that we elect. As my wife Susan has said, this is not the Vermont of her childhood. I'd like to serve you as your selectman to ensure Arlington is a town that makes us all proud. Thank you for your vote.